Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news from Monday, October 11th, 2021. Coming up in the news this evening, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell engages the Grenadian diaspora. Former Ministry of Health Press Secretary says now is the time to prepare a plan that could help Grenada avoid a second deadly wave of COVID-19. A regional leader takes the hot seat tonight on Beyond the Headlines. And for what's happening in around the globe and sports, let's go over to Krista Campbell.
Good evening, Blossom, and a pleasant good evening to you, our viewers and listeners. In global developments this evening, over in Trinidad, casino workers are insisting they will not be forced into vaccination, and a car bomb leaves several fatalities in Yemen. Sporting fans, you will hear more about Panama's famous win over the United States in the CONCACAF World Cup qualification. Over to you, Blossom.
Thank you, Krista. The details of these and other stories are straight ahead. This is GBN News at 7.
Are you a small business and would like your business to grow? Do you have an event, products or services that people should know about? Be wise. Advertise. Book your spot on GBN Shopping Guide. Be part of Grenada's biggest advertising medium, the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Call our sales department now on 440-2446 or 440-3033 or GBN plus the number sign. Email us at sales@gbn.gd. Special conditions apply.
Good evening once again with the news in detail. I am Blossom Alexis-Welsh. Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honourable Keith Mitchell engaged Grenadians in the diaspora during a virtual engagement over the weekend. During the session, the nation's leader addressed many of the concerns shared as the island deals with a devastating and deadly wave of the rapidly spreading COVID-19. Christina John begins this evening's newscast.
Grenadians in the diaspora have over the years and in recent months given back to the country. As recent as September, some in the medical field have returned to offer assistance and provide medical aid in getting Grenada back to a state of normalcy. This weekend's interactive virtual diaspora meeting with Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, he acknowledged their various contributions. During his remarks, the Grenadian leader reiterated the call for everyone to encourage their relatives to get vaccinated. PM noted the intent of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs in charting the way forward.
The office will work closely in coordination with ministries, government units, and other persons and organizations in the diaspora and at home. The initiative is receiving support from the UN International Organization for Migration through a mapping component designed to learn more about the socio-economic profile of the Grenadian diaspora. Through a collaboration project with the International Organization for Migration, we have completed a diaspora mapping project and a skills gap analysis to address local needs, to fill gaps and strengthen existing capacities throughout the length and breadth of the country.
From the meeting, it was acknowledged that social media plays a huge part in people's hesitance to be vaccinated. One participant, a lawyer, says she believes outside influence can play a role in getting people on board.
And in Toronto, Canada, we're at about 85 to 90% vaccination rate. So what my question is, could you use this information? Because a lot of times Caribbean folks are hearing information from non-Black, non-Caribbean doctors, and they just don't trust it. And I feel like that's a lot of what we're seeing in Grenada. It's just a lot of mistrust and misinformation just flying all over the place. And it really helped our community get on board. And we had a huge influx of vaccines right after that.
It says 99% in Grenada, 95% of the people that have in fact died because of COVID-19 are unvaccinated. Only 2% are those who vaccinated, and most likely are people that have serious underlying problems, a lot of medical problems that even vaccine don't seem to be able to save. Why you don't want to be in the statistics of 90, 95 and 99%? Why do you want to be in the category of 2.9%? It frightens me, that logic.
And so if I may,
Dr. Taisha Donald was also on the panel. She brought Grenadians abroad up-to-date information re the COVID-19 situation in Grenada, noting the lowest number of hospitalized cases since the start of the community outbreak in August. She noted also the continuous push towards getting most of the population vaccinated.
In terms of our hospital services, we've had a record low number of cases since our start of this community spread. We have a total of 31 cases at the General Hospital, a total of 9 cases at the Princess Alice Hospital, and 1 case at the Princess Royal Hospital. A total of 41 cases within our hospital services. And this is a significant improvement from us being generally between the 50 to 65 range. Hospital services, we have been very, very happy, and we have felt very, very much elated at the level of love and support that we've gotten from members of the diaspora. We've received many donations, we've received technical support, and we even had some, foot on the ground, as we would say, and for that we appreciate it. At the moment, again, we're working toward trying to decrease our numbers further to go back to where we were a few weeks ago.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, in addressing Grenadians in the diaspora, expressed gratitude for their continuous contributions in different areas. Dr. Mitchell responded to questions on inventory of items received, especially for medical purposes. Krista John, GBN News.
On more positive note, the classroom doors of St. George's University have reopened for face-to-face teaching and learning after 2 weeks of closure. But there are new rules in place for staff and students to follow as the institution works to limiting exposure to the virus in and around its campus while maintaining a safe learning environment for all. More in this report.
After 2 weeks of suspending face-to-face learning at the St. George's University due to the spread of the COVID-19 virus on island, classroom doors are reopened for staff and students from today, Monday, October 11th. According to a recent press release issued by the university, staff and students are required to take an antigen PCR test upon return as a means to try to curb the spread of the virus within their walls. As active COVID-19 cases dropped to under 400 in Grenada from almost 3,000 last month, with 180 deaths, the university saw it fit to return to the classroom, deeming it somewhat safer for workers and students to travel to and from the institution. The workforce and student body of the school can be seen entering the compound on Monday morning, ready for the day ahead. One of the requirements for face-to-face learning at the university is that everyone needs to be fully vaccinated and all other stipulated COVID-19 protocols are followed. In a news release over the weekend, SGU stated that while they continue to see a very low number of infections on campus, they will maintain periodic screening of all members of the SGU community. And all decisions made is in the spirit of community support and with an abundance of caution to help mitigate the spread of COVID-19 in Grenada. The learning institution says they will continue to welcome students from all schools to in-person learning on campus in Grenada for the January 2022 term, with the option of online learning available under certain circumstances. While the university reopens its classroom doors, schools across the island are still closed, waiting on government's decision. Standing outside St. George's University, I am Rena P. Thomas reporting.
Some Grenadians are breathing a somewhat guarded sigh of relief as the new cases of COVID-19 continue to show a downward trend, with daily recoveries showing promise. However, a former official in the Ministry of Health who recently went back into private practice says it's time to plan to prevent a second wave. We get more in this report.
Grenada continues to see a downward trend with COVID-19 and related deaths. Now the question is, how do we as a country go forward? Dr. Francis Martin says while we are seeing the backside of this outbreak, to ensure this trend continues, everyone must play their role.
3 things that we know stop COVID. There's no magic to it, and now we have a 4th measure. The 3 measures that stop COVID is wearing a mask satisfactorily, sanitizing your hands or cleaning your hands as most often as you can, and a respectable practical distancing. Those are the only 3 things that we know in the world that stop COVID, and that story is not going to change. It will continue to be the same. Now we have an additional tool, which is a 4th tool that I call it, and that's the vaccination. As I've said many times before, vaccination is not the only way to get out of the pandemic. There are other ways to get out of the pandemic, but at the moment, vaccination is the easiest, the simplest, and the most practical. We don't see any other way of doing it than to adopt a all of society shared responsibility approach. It has to be shared responsibility, all of society involvement. It cannot be Ministry of Health or government alone. As a matter of fact, Ministry and government right now are basically powerless to stop whatever is happening at the community level. It has to be shared responses and shared responsibilities. So, to my mind, the strategy has to do, how do we engage community at their levels? What are the strategies that helps community activities to be successful? Look and see what has been successful in communities in raising awareness and helping people to take ownership of the behaviors and what have you.
Dr. Martin spoke about some of the changes he encountered on his education drives throughout the country, informing people about COVID-19 and the value of vaccination in preventing a second wave.
There are evidence that it is possible to change people's view on those issues. But of course, there are some people who are still very, very adamant about that. But because of the numbers of sessions that I've been doing, at the end of every session on COVID and vaccinations, I have converters thanking for the information, understanding much more better now, and making the decision to go forward. And I would call it go forward to stop the second wave. They go forward to take the vaccine, but to me, taking the vaccine is to stop the second wave. So I am very hopeful and have faith that we are going to get there.
As of Sunday night, Grenada has 368 active cases, of which 7 are new. There are 3 deaths and 37 remain hospitalized. Since the first COVID-19 case was recorded in Grenada in March 2020, a total of 5,626 cases were recorded, with 5,078 recoveries and 180 deaths. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Law enforcement officers in Grenada have complained about violations of the COVID-19 regulations, especially during curfew hours. They have ticketed some people who violated the rules, but some believe that the lawbreakers are becoming more emboldened because the police have not adopted a firmer stance. As the island emerges from its first COVID wave, many fear that continued refusal by some to adhere to the regulations could imperil the health authorities' efforts to get the spread of the virus under control. That issue will be put under the microscope on GBN's Beyond the Headlines program tonight.
On Sunday, churches reopened their doors in Grenada for the first time in several weeks. Daycare centers are now allowed to reopen their doors once again, but the staff and parents dropping off students must be vaccinated. Proof of having taken the COVID-19 shot is necessary if you want to sit and dine in any restaurant. Slowly, Grenada seems on a path toward mandatory vaccination without any parliamentary declaration. That's unlike Antigua, where Prime Minister Gaston Brown has been very straightforward on the issue.
Just yesterday, my cabinet took a decision that all public servants must get vaccinated or get tested at least twice monthly. Otherwise, you will not be eligible to enter into the workplace. And if you don't come to work, you cannot justify getting paid. And if you don't come to work after a period of time and you abandon your job, you lose your employment. Of course. Yes. We are a Labour Party organization. We're not seeking to threaten people's jobs, but we have a problem.
He also took aim at the difference between how the Antigua police handled public defiance of COVID-19 regulations as opposed to how Grenada treated with those who broke the law and staged illegal carnival activities.
I said to the nation that I stood 100% with the police. Now you juxtapose that to what happened in Grenada. Because I heard people criticizing us, saying, oh, it's a totalitarian state. Look how the police dealt with the people in Antigua. But in the case of Grenada, they allowed the jab to continue and exercise discretion. Discretion to spread COVID. Look what happened now. If the police in Grenada had stood up, perhaps their fortunes would have been different today. And I want to commend law enforcement, and I say to you all, when they break the law, enforce the law.
What are your thoughts on the Antiguan Prime Minister's stance and his comments on the Grenada situation? We want to hear from you tonight on GBN's Beyond the Headlines program. That's coming up right after tonight's news. Krista Campbell, GBN News.
You won't want to miss tonight's program, which features one of the Caribbean's most prominent and courageous politicians. That politician is known for standing up to large financial conglomerates, while other Caribbean leaders bow to their demands. Tune in at 8 tonight for Beyond the Headlines with host Odette Campbell. This is GBN's Nightly News at 7. Coming up, Fiscal Responsibility Oversight Committee report calls for clarity in public-private partnership operations and transactions. The story right after the break.
Republic Bank remains committed to providing all its valued customers with high quality and personalized service in a safe and comfortable environment. In order to maintain COVID-19 protocols while serving you, it has become necessary to arrange an appointment with your relationship officer or the customer service representative at your branch for the following products and services: loans, overdrafts, credit cards, new accounts to include savings, checking, certificate of deposit, and foreign currency, reactivation of dormant accounts, and private banking for existing customers only. You may also log on to our website, complete the application form for the service required, and submit via email to your specific branch. Requests for appointment can also be emailed to customerservice@republicgrenada.com or via private message on our Facebook page. For private banking service, kindly contact your specific branch via telephone. We look forward to welcoming you.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Across Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique, Flow has been the leading telecommunications provider for decades. As we continue to work for you, we are modernizing our fixed network and transitioning all customers to our latest technology. By the end of 2021, the new network offers customers faster speeds, better quality, and a more reliable service experience with faster fault detection and repair time. Upgrading to the new network is free. Just visit any of our retail outlets. Look out for sales agents in your community. Call our virtual store at 444-3569 or send us a text via WhatsApp at 407-3569. Remember, as we transition to our new network, we are simultaneously shutting down our older network. To avoid service interruption, arrange to make your move to the new network as soon as possible. Flow, committed to connecting our communities.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Courts have you covered, best believe. Courts ready, cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all, we on the go. Courts ready, cash, you already know. We got it all, we on the go. Courts ready, cash, always ready. When you're ready, let's go.
Courts ready, cash, ready when you are.
Let's get tough on breed, larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all the people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the families, don't steal produce from your brother. Then you sell it to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop radio larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report pre-deal larceny, call 300. Consumers Guarantee Insurance advises the public of a temporary change to their office hours, effective September 28. The new hours are Mondays to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Fridays, 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. These office hours will continue until further notice. As we continue to cope with this pandemic, all are reminded to remain safe and follow all COVID-19 protocols. We thank you for your understanding and cooperation.
Ridgeway Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Ariza. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot, choosing your home design from our selection, and let us do the rest. Owning a home does not have to be a frustrating process. For more information, contact Ariza Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
Eat safe foods after an emergency or disaster. Unsafe foods can make you sick, even if it looks and smells normal. Throw away foods that come into contact with flood waters, have an unusual smell, color, or texture, and foods in damaged, rusted, or swollen cans. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council in collaboration with the Ministry of Health with support from the Pan American Health Organization.
It leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to the news. Grenada's Fiscal Responsibility Oversight Committee report calls for clarity in public-private partnership operations and transactions, while appealing for the establishment of a registry or database of all public-private partnerships. We get the details in this report.
Grenada's Fiscal Responsibility Oversight Committee has repeated calls for government to make clear blurred lines arising from public-private partnerships. The FROC report for April 2020 gave a stop sign to government's dealings as the committee reiterated calls for several public-private partnerships to be formally scrutinized to ascertain their PPP status. The report pointed to 4 specific projects they are seeking clarity on. The arrangements for land reclamation and development on Melville Street, St. George, in which the Grenada Ports Authority and the National Insurance Scheme are involved. the Tyrrell Bay Land Reclamation and Development in Carriacou, in which the Grenada Port Authority is involved. The arrangements for the provision of postal and related services, in which the Grenada Postal Corporation is involved, and the Grenville Commercial Complex project. The FROC committee, in its report, said it is strongly recommending the establishment of a registry or database of all public-private partnerships, and that a system be developed to monitor their performance primarily in respect to the acquisition of debt and debt servicing. The system should also identify and monitor the contingent liabilities for central government resulting from any public-private partnerships present, the report concluded. Cherry Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Have the elderly among us become targets of perpetrators? Shouldn't they at least be respected? Well, speaking to a few senior citizens on the streets earlier today, they told GBN some of their experiences are not quite positive, especially when conducting business.
During the past week, GBN brought you the stories of two elderly individuals in the 80s coming under attack by young people. One was made to vent for his life, having found thieves on his farm. The other, a victim of multiple break-ins and rape. Another complained to GBN of being a victim of ridicule at a business establishment in St. George by a security officer stationed there. The recent spike in COVID cases has already claimed the lives of many elderly citizens. As according to Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, at least 130 of the 180 COVID-related deaths recorded in Grenada are people described as elderly or senior citizens. As the month of October has been designated the month of the elderly, GBN wanted to hear and share their experiences and what they would like to see put in place for them.
They don't provide nothing for us, such as good medical, or if you... Well, I don't even know what to say, because I get so confused with this COVID thing, because they're not addressing it right. The reason why they don't addressing it right is because I do believe the leaders of our country lying for us. Elderlies eat good food and stay up.
Digital equity for all ages is the theme for the month-long observance. These individuals expressed concern about the older citizens not being techno-savvy, especially in accessing their finances and paying bills.
For the old people, they shouldn't have to be lining up to go in supermarket, to go and pay bills, or do nothing. They are elderly citizens. As soon as they come, first priority. Right? The bank, with this telecard and all these things, and they're putting pressure on old people to pay bills. That is too strenuous for them.
I find you must have the ministries, like when paying bills for the aged people, especially for the aged people. When they come to pay the bills, they're supposed to be paying one area. We're not supposed to go to one apartment and then go to the next department again.
This lady told GBN her encounter is with impatient drivers.
A lot of drivers, particularly the bus drivers, they feel that, as an elderly person, you shouldn't be on the road, you're in their way, and that sort of thing. They make such comments. But you have a business to run, you have things to get on with, so you get on with it anyway, in spite of their comments.
Another believes the answer is prayers, especially with the times being faced with.
Better healthcare, good road, right? And we're living in the days of the last days. They're dying by the dozens. So this kind of system we're living in the days in our Bible. So what I think we need to do in this time, put God as our only Savior and trust in Him. God is the answer right now, not man, because man is deceiving. So we have to pray, and we have to pray a lot. I think the answer is pray right now.
All right, now it's time for us to take a peek through the GBN eyesore lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
While on a nature walk with my family, there right in front of me was the most picturesque stretch of the Caribbean Sea. So says our citizen journalist. Our eyesore reporter was thrilled to be out and about on Sunday morning and captured this tranquil view of beautiful Grenada. Grenadians are breathing a sigh of relief as 1 month of stringent restrictions is released for the next 2 weeks. We thank our eyesore reporter for this scenic submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
You're watching the GBN Primetime edition of News. Still ahead, 24 police officers promoted up the ranks. More news is next.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
World Food Day 2021. The virtual event showcases our food heroes, modern technologies in agriculture, and ingenuity of agro-processors. Celebrate with us our achievement, creativity, and explore the many opportunities in the sector. Be entertained by the best of our cultural extravagance. Join us October the 15th via Zoom, GIS, and Real FM. Visit the Ministry of Agriculture's Facebook page for more information.
Just a reminder, the global pandemic is not over. Office Pros and markers are still here to protect you. Available are several versions of touchless hand sanitizer and hand soap dispensers, dispenser stands, paper towel and toilet paper dispensers, and thermometers. Also available, hand sanitizing gel, sanitizing solution, hand soap, Lysol products, face masks, and gloves, all offered at the best price on the market and backed by a full warranty and protection plan with free installation. We are located on the Woodlands Main Road. Call Office Pros on 444-2393 or markers on 439-2393. You can also visit the Facebook page for more information. And never forget to remember, I, Mr. Markers, would never forsake you. Believe that.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Showtime shopping quarters. We got all the things you want. So many ways to shop. You can pick up curbside. It's Showtime shopping quarters. All the appliances, electronics, and furniture you like. Showtime. Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Quartz got it.
Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock, private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a fully certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Life's moving moments don't always work as planned. That emotional hug during the graduation ceremony, sudden sightings of old schoolmates during a shopping trip, things can go a little off track quickly. With 15-way voice and video calls, group chats with up to 1,000 persons, and free messaging, Bib helps you share the happiness and be prepared whenever life hits. Keep the good times going. Share it on Bib. Bib, more than just a messaging app. Download Bib today.
The 30th edition of Wackity Virtual Bingo! Sunday, October 17th from 6 p.m. This time, we're playing for big money, $10,000 US. But wait, that's not all. You can buy one ticket for only $10 US. But if you buy two tickets, you only pay $15 US. Now that's a great deal. Invite a friend. Tell them about all the fun and excitement online. Get your tickets from gotofed.com or numerous box offices in Grenada, Carriacou, and Pini Martinique. Or if you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Join the fun online Sunday, October 17th. Play Wackity Virtual Bingo. It's so simple and easy to play.
Is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, Flow has been the leading telecommunications provider for decades. As we continue to work for you, we are modernizing our fixed network and transitioning all customers to our latest technology. By the end of 2021, the new network offers customers faster speeds, better quality, and a more reliable service experience with faster fault detection and repair time. Upgrading to the new network is free. Just visit any of our retail outlets. Look out for sales agents in your community. Call our virtual store at 444-3569 or send us a text via WhatsApp at 407-3569. Remember, as we transition to our new network, we are simultaneously shutting down our older network. To avoid service interruption, arrange to make your move to the new network as soon as possible. Flow, committed to connecting our communities.
Welcome back to the news. While some police officers are readying themselves for retirement from the Royal Grenada Police Force in a few months, Police Chief Edwin Martin made a few adjustments to the present ranking of some. Christina John has that story.
On Friday, 24 senior officers were presented the letters of appointment to the positions of superintendents and assistant superintendents. Letters of appointment from the Public Service Commission were delivered by Commissioner Martin during a brief ceremony. Their appointments took effect September 1st, 2021 and will run for 1 year in the first instance. 10 officers rose to the rank of superintendent. They are Glenroy Corian, attached to the Fire Department, Anthony George Police Training School, Nola Lewis, South St. George Police Station, Bernard Nelson, Special Branch, Linford Kingston, second in charge of the Grenville Police Station, Wayne Wilson, IT and Communications Specialist, Paul Christopher, head of the Western Division, Leroy Joseph, Immigration, Kenneth Gill, Criminal Investigation Department, and Simon Dixon, the Drug Squad. The other 14 officers promoted to assistant superintendents are Kenneth Bascom, Western Division, Maureen Stanislaus, Training School, Simon Douglas, Police Prosecution, Quintel Charles, Immigration Department, Ryan Hall, CID, Sheldon Thomas, Financial Intelligence Unit, Linford Cummins, Drug Squad, Glenn Charles, South St. George Police Station, David Nelson, Police Garage, Trevor Rodney, Community Relations Department, Michael Pursue, Finance Department, Gillian Thomas, Immigration Department, Gason Gill, second in command in Special Branch, and Hudson Buckmeyer, Government House. Christina John, GBN News.
Business owners are being encouraged to fully embrace the new digital landscape. The advice coming from the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank local branch manager Linda Felix Berkeley. It forms part of the Regional Banking Institute observance of Financial Information Month. The local branch manager thinks the pandemic has provided the ideal opportunity at changing the current business landscape.
And look at ways that you could do your business differently. And one of it is getting digital. Equipping yourself for the digital way of life, doing your online banking, on payments through your financial institution, using your cell phone to do business rather than going, in your actual physical presence. And we've seen a lot of businesses start doing that, especially the small ones, going digital, equipping yourself in the digital way of life. And what's also important is making saving, budgeting, and investing a habit for more comfortable tomorrow.
That's the end of the third segment. The weather report is up next and in sports.
It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Borrow up to $10,000 for all your needs. School supplies, staycation, home renovations, appliances or furniture. You can have it all with a summer everything loan. With competitive interest rates and same-day approvals, you can't beat this loan special. Not a member? Join today to get onto this exciting offer. It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Apply today and take advantage of this exciting offer. Visit the nearest Communal branch or call us at 440-1755 for more information. Lending terms and conditions apply.
The croton scale insect, a new threat to our agricultural production, is now creating major damage to several plants. Mango, soursop, plums, guava, avocado, and crotons are among the main ones affected. Excessive sooty mold, black blight, is associated with this pest. Take action now. Cut and burn infested fruits and shoots. Do not move infested materials to other areas. Treat with horticultural oils and recommended insecticides. Request assistance from the Ministry of Agriculture. Follow all safety protocols when burning trash or applying pesticides. A message from the Ministry of Agriculture.
Valley Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sonatrogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Clarisil. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open, Hills and Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hills and Valley, your health is our business.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Introducing Color by Seasons. 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 Color by Seasons.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand-name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
Now let's take a look at tonight's weather. The minimum temperature 25.5 degrees Celsius. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy with light isolated showers. Winds will be easterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas will be moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. There are no warnings in place. Tides are expected to be low at 9 p.m., high at 3 a.m. Coming up tomorrow, Tuesday, sunrise will be at 5:57 a.m., sunset 5:52 p.m. Partly cloudy with light isolated morning and nighttime showers are expected tomorrow. On Wednesday, sunrise will once again be 5:57 a.m., sunset this time 5:51 p.m. Partly cloudy and hazy conditions with light to moderate nighttime showers and a low chance of rain. On Thursday, sunrise 5:57 a.m., sunset 5:51 p.m., partly cloudy with light morning showers. And that's your weather forecast for tonight, Monday. Stay with us. More news is next.
Good evening, sporting fans. Down but not out. That's the sentiment from experienced reggae boys Mariappa after the team suffered their third loss from 4 matches in the World Cup qualification on Sunday. Here's Simon Preston with the details.
The Americans, who were looking to extend their superior head-to-head record over the Jamaicans, had the bulk of possession, but the Reggae Boys had a few promising moments in the first half. Tyreek McGee's effort in the 11th minute wasn't far from Matt Turner's net. Turner was busy a minute later as he produced a save from Shamar Nicholson. With 5 minutes to go before the break, Jamal Lowe, who scored against the Americans in March, gave more work to Turner, who pushed his shot away from goal. And on the stroke of half-time, Shamar Nicholson's header was steered wide of goal. These moments were the best of the lot from the Jamaicans in this game. And the Americans, who are unbeaten at home in World Cup qualifying to Caribbean teams since 1969, would make the Reggae Boys pay in the second half. The breakthrough came in the 49th minute as an unmarked Ricardo Pepi headed the ball past Andre Blake.
He strikes again.
13 minutes later, the 18-year-old Pepe returned for his second of the game to give the Americans a 2-0 lead. That was his third international goal in 2 appearances. The Americans searched for a third, but Anthony Robinson's effort was pushed over by Blake. This was Jamaica's third defeat in 4 games in the Octagon. The Reggae Boys will next be in action on Sunday against Canada in an empty national stadium. Simon Preston reporting for TVJ Sports.
Meanwhile, Panama celebrated a famous win as Sunday's 1-0 victory gave them their first CONCACAF World Cup qualifying triumph over the United States. USA entered the away fixture unbeaten in 8 World Cup qualifiers against Panama, including 6 wins and enjoying a 13-match undefeated streak across all competitions. But Panama had all other ideas, and they are now on the road to Qatar 2022. It was a rough outing for the Gold Cup champions USA, who appeared out of sorts, having failed to produce a single shot on target throughout the fixture. Panama is now level with leaders USA and Mexico on 8 points. Cricket fanatics Donny produced an inspired final over as Chennai Super Kings defeated Delhi Capital as by 4 wickets in Dubai and booked their place in the 2021 IPL final. Super Kings surrendered the top spot in the table after losing each of their final 3 matches of the regular season. But with Donny on strike, Chennai Super Kings did not look back as the veteran hit 3 consecutive fours to send his side through the finals.
Well, he's getting his yorker wrong. He's bowling these nice foot.
Got it. Yes, he has. Turning back the clock, perhaps. Slower ball, Moeen Ali waits, doesn't get it well enough. Does not. Rapana takes the catch. May not be bowling, but he's in the action somehow.
Moeen Ali goes for 16, 160.
He's now got 3 wickets in his last strike. Gets it away over extra cover and into the boundary for 4. Wonderful from MSD. 2 on the onside. Inside edge, gets away with it. He has a bit of luck. A little bit of luck for the skipper. 5 off 3 now. Everybody gets it. Wide now. He might be able to. He has. MSD has put the Chennai Super Kings through to their 9th Vivo IPL final.
That's the sports news for now. Stay with us for global developments. welcome to our probe around the globe. Tonight we start in Guyana, where a permanent secretary was arrested in a sting operation for allegedly accepting bribe money. More in this Travis Chase report.
There is confirmation from the Criminal Investigations Department at Ivlery that Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs, Sharon Hicks, was Thursday afternoon arrested by police after she was allegedly caught in the sting operation accepting bribe from a contractor who provides security services to the ministry. Nightly News was told that the sting operation was organized and police were in receipt of a complaint that the PS had been demanding cash from the contractor in exchange for services at the ministry. In one instance, the contractor complained to the police that PS Hicks had been allegedly withholding her signature from documents until she was paid. Sources familiar with the investigation told Nightly News that during the sting operation, several marked $5,000 bills which were handed over to her by the contractor were allegedly found in her possession when police pounced on her. PS Hicks was released on station bail as a thorough investigation is being carried out. Hicks was appointed to the post of Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs 1 year ago. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.
Over in Trinidad, casino workers are insisting they will not be forced into vaccination. The workers from Royal Princess Casino said that only vaccinated workers will be allowed to return and those who are not will be fired. We get more in this report.
These casino workers say they have been given a raw deal by the company for which they've worked for over 5 years. But now that casinos are set to reopen on Monday, these unvaccinated workers say they will not be bullied into taking vaccines as a prerequisite for work. And they have their own demands.
You say we cannot work in the establishment anymore? Okay, so we want the money for the years that we work. We want our holidays money that we have inside. That's all we want, so that we could move on with our life.
The head of the First Wave movement, Omar Abdullah, who has opposed vaccinations at other business places, had this message for the government.
We are not going to tolerate this no more, Mr. Prime Minister. We are going to go to every single business in this country that is instituting this. We are going to go at their doorsteps. And we're going to stand firm with the workers.
Another activist, David Welsh, says the workers had requested a meeting with management, but were told they will not be paid. CNC3 News tried to reach the human resource manager, but calls to her cell phone went unanswered. Radhika D. Silva, CNC3 News.
Internationally, a car bomb targeting the governor's convoy shook Yemen's southern port city of Aden, killing several people. Let's get the details in this report.
A car bomb targeting the governor's convoy shook the Yemeni city of Aden on Sunday. Several people were killed and injured in the attack, according to security and military sources. Governor Ahmed Lamlas and Agriculture Minister Salem Al-Sukatri survived what the state news agency called a terrorist assassination attempt. Both are members of a southern separatist group known as the Southern Transitional Council. There was no immediate claim of responsibility, but an STC spokesman blamed Islamist militant groups in a statement. Lamlas is Secretary General of the STC, which has vied with the Saudi-backed government for control of Aden and Yemen's wider south. The government and the STC are nominal allies under a coalition led by Saudi Arabia, which have together been battling the Iran-aligned Houthi movement. Riyadh had brokered a deal to end the power struggle, including forming a new cabinet that includes STC members. But tensions have simmered regardless. The STC has also seen infighting among its ranks. Instability in the south complicates United Nations-led peace efforts to end the war in Yemen, which has killed tens of thousands of people and left 80% of the population reliant on aid. The government is based in the south of the country, while the Houthis control most of the north.
That's it for our probe around the globe. Stay with us for a review of our main points.
Now let's take a recap of the top stories this evening. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell engages the Grenadian diaspora virtually. Former Ministry of Health Press Secretary says now is the time to prepare a plan that could help Grenada avoid a second deadly wave of COVID-19. A regional leader takes the hot seat tonight on Beyond the Headlines. And in Around the Globe, in Trinidad, casino workers are insisting they will not be forced into vaccination, and a car bomb leaves several fatalities in Yemen. In sports, sporting fans, you heard about Panama's famous win over the United States in the CONCACAF World Cup qualification. If you missed any part of this evening's newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 p.m. Continue to follow us online at or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I am Blossom Alexis-Welsh. That's the end of tonight's news for Monday, October 11th, 2021. We'll see you again next time. Enjoy your evening.